to Through the Bible. In our story today, let us listen to a parable Nathan the prophet narrated to David to teach him a lesson. Only a poor man's land. 2 Samuel chapters 11 and 12. King David had been a great general, but when his kingdom became larger and his power increased, he no longer led his armies in battle. Instead, he sent out Joab to be their leader while he remained at home to take care of the affairs of the kingdom. One evening, David went on to the flat walled roof of his palace to enjoy the cool evening breezes. As he strolled there, he looked across to a nearby house and there saw a beautiful woman washing herself. As soon as he saw her, he longed for her to be one of his wives. But when he asked his servants, they told him that she was Bathsheba, the wife of one of his soldiers, Uriah the Hittite, now out with Joab's army. David sent for her and loved her. Then David had a terrible idea. If Bathsheba were a widow, he could take her for his wife. Somehow, he must get rid of her husband Uriah at the battlefield. So David sat down and wrote a letter to Joab and sent it to him with Uriah himself, for Uriah had come back to the palace with a message. In the letter, David wrote that Joab must set Uriah in the front rank in the hottest part of the battle, and then draw back the other soldiers from him so that the enemy would kill him. That is exactly what happened. Through the letter he wrote, David became the murderer of Uriah. Now, when her time of mourning for Uriah was over, Bathsheba came to live in the palace and became David's wife and gave birth to a son. But David's deed displeased the Lord, and he sent Nathan the prophet to David to let him understand how he felt about David's awful sin. Nathan told the king a story. There were two men in a certain town, one of them rich and the other very poor. The rich man had great flocks and herds. The poor man had nothing except one little ewe lamb which he had bought and cared for. One day a traveler came to visit the rich man, but instead of taking one of his own sheep for their meal, he stole the poor man's only lamb and killed it and made its meat ready for the visitor. When David heard this story, he was very angry about that rich man and said, "That person who does such an awful thing deserves to die." Then Nathan pointed to David and said, "You are the man. This is God's word to you. I made you king over Israel, and I rescued you from the attacks of Saul. I gave you all the riches you could wish for, and a palace full of wives. Why did you do this horrible thing? You have murdered Uriah and stolen his wife. Because of this, you will be punished. You will suffer and know hardship and sorrow all your days. The child which Bathsheba bore to you will die." David was terribly ashamed because he knew how greatly he had sinned. Not long afterward, David's son by Bathsheba became very sick. David prayed that God would spare his life. He fasted. He lay on his face on the ground all night praying. He would not eat, even when his chief advisers begged him to. But on the seventh day, the little boy died. When that happened, David's servants were afraid to tell him. But in the end, they had to tell him, and they were very much surprised by the way David received the news. He got up from where he was lying, put on clean clothes, and sat down at the table to eat. All the servants and advisers were amazed, but David explained it to them. When my child was still alive, I fasted and wept, in case God would still grant me the answer to my prayers and let the child live. But now that he is dead, all my praying can do nothing for him. They cannot bring him back to me. After this time of sorrow, God gave to David and Bathsheba another son, and his name was Solomon. God loved Solomon and blessed him, and he grew up to be a wise man and a great king. David never forgot his sin and how God had forgiven him. He wrote a psalm, the 51st Psalm, to tell people of the greatness of his sin and the greatness of God's mercy. Here are some verses from that psalm. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness. According unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me.